Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I am back with card number 2 from our online class. This month's online class, I have chosen to work with the Cheerful Daisy bundle. You can use the stamp of your choice if you did not want to order the bundle, but to get my free online class kit, you had to order $50 or more from me using the host code right here. And this is the host code. You had to do it by the 14th of each month. So next month, if you decide that you're new and you want to order my kit, all you have to do is place a $50 order using the host code that I give you. And I usually have that posted over on my Facebook page and here on my blog, so you can find that anywhere. If you are in my Messenger group, then I message it right there first thing of the month, the first of the month. And I do also message it in my email. If you would like to subscribe to receive my newsletters and stuff through email, there's a link in the description box below. So click on that and you can join my email list. So let's get started. Okay. This is the card that we're going to make. I went to an online shoebox card, and this was the card that I took, and this is the card that we made there. It's the same thing, but I changed it up a little bit and added a little more color for you guys. So this is the card that we are going to make. Okay. So let's get started on this card here. So I'm going to just set this here. Well, I'll lay it down so maybe you guys can see it a little bit. Everything comes in your kit. The ribbon, the gems, everything come in your kit. I just don't put the ribbon and stuff in my kit because I can just easily glue it off from my desk. But I just want to rest assured everything comes in your kit. In video 1 of this, I explained about the designer series paper. If there was more, if I didn't have enough of this color, you will definitely get something. Like in this case, there is some wheat ones and some boho blue ones, but you will definitely get something that will match the color scheme. And if you want to know more information about that, go back and watch video 1 of this Cheerful Daisy online class kit. Okay, so now that I've talked your ear off, I hope you have something to drink and sit back and hang out and watch the video. So I've just took a standard A2 card, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it in half at 4 1/4. And we can take the pebble path and we can add that to the card now. So just go ahead and add this to the card like so. There we go. Okay. And then we are going to take the piece of Whisper White, and before we add anything over here, you want to do your stamping, because if you make a mistake, you can flip it over. You have 2 sides. So that's the way I look at it. So here we go. We're going to stamp on this side. I got to get out my green. My green says Garden Green, or my paper here that I'm looking at. The colors we used for ink were Garden Green, Pebble Path, Wild Wheat, Moody Mauve, and Boho Blue. So I'm still learning the new colors, core colors. So let's get started. And what we're going to do is we are going to take the Moody Mauve first. And we're going to take the outline image like this. And we're going to stamp it. And I kind of stamped it right about here. Looks about right. So I'm going to stamp it right there. And then I'm going to clean it off. Stamp any excess. We'll come back to this in a minute. Then I'm going to take the boho and I'm going to stamp this one, and this time I'm going to stamp this one up higher. So up here, like that. And I'm going to clean it off. And then I am going to take the wild wheat and I'm going to stamp this one, and I'm going to stamp like kind of like this off the page. It's going to go off the page just a little bit, but it does go off the page. Okay. Now we got to add stems to these cards, and this is where you're going to have to do some masking. And I thought I had my little masking paper here, and let me find that. Okay, found it. All right, you're going to get a piece of masking. This is just a scrap for me, but I'm going to give you a little piece of masking tape. This is paper by Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up sells this. I love it. It's just called masking paper. It's thinner than most masking paper, so then you end up getting right next to the image. You don't have to worry about there being an extra piece if you've ever used the masking or used Post-it note or anything like that. It's thicker. So then what you're going to do is you're going to stamp your image 3 times onto the masking paper. And on these ones, we only need the petals. On this one, you just need the petal too. So all you're going to do is just, I mean, you can cut the whole thing out if you want, but really, I just cut down where the petals are, where I need it. And you can save this and reuse it again. This this piece of masking. And actually, I have one in my box right now of a bigger one that I used on a card. I should have cut some of these out. I'll definitely fast forward this. And that's all you really need to cut out. You don't need to cut out any more. So we're going to peel the paper. It peels off the back. And if you save it, you can reuse it. But if these are so thin that they do rip easy too. So when you go to peel them, so just be careful. And then you're just going to line this up over top of your image. I try not to press too hard. That one fell down. It's probably stuck there, but I try not to press too hard so that you can easily peel it up. Okay, and then you're going to do that 2 more times. Okay. So once you have your masking done and you've had them cut out, then you're going to get your garden green. And we are going to take the stem. And for this one, I just kind of went right straight across. And I overlapped right here a little bit, like that. For this one, I kind of came right straight down. And then for this one here, I kind of made it look like a crisscross type thing. And made it come across and down. So like that. And then I'm going to take the leaf and I'm going to give each one of these stems a leaf. So I did that one there. And this one I did here, and I did get some of the flower, but that's okay. So I like that look. And then this one here. Just like that. Sorry if my head was in the way. And this did not stamp out all the way on this side. Let me see. Ooh, I was able to save it. Don't ask me how, but it worked. After all that work. Good. So now we're going to remove these. And sometimes the easiest way is to maybe get a pair of tweezers or a pokey tool. This one I just stuck here. So we're going to remove that one. I tried not to stick them down too hard. Yeah, and then once you get it up a little bit, they can peel up and off. Or if you have a little spot. There you go. And that's it for these. I'm going to stick them on the green one because I'm done with the green just for now. And now we're going to do the fill-in. And to fill them in, what you have to do is you have to get your colors, all three of our colors. So we got to get the we've got mauve. I'm just going to double check this one. Yep. Okay, we got the mauve pink, or mauve pink. Moody Mauve. I'm going to get these colors down, guys. I know you're probably all laughing at me. And we're going to stamp off, and then we're going to stamp on like this. Okay. We're going to clean it up. Tap, tap to make sure it's all off. Then go to the green. We're going to stamp off. Then come over green. This is wild wheat. It's not green. It's like a mustardy color. And a lot of people are not sure about it, but I tell you, I really like this color. I know a lot of people thought it looked like baby poop, but I love it. I think it's really, really good color. I think it's pretty. It's earthy. So I think I'm going to enjoy using it. And then stamp on again. Sorry if my head was in the camera at all. So, and there is this part now. Now we still have to take, and we're going to take this little ball. Let's stamp these, or close these out of the way. We're done with these. Yes. And then we're going to bring in the Pebble Path. And we're also going to bring in that scrap piece of paper that I gave you, the little tiny, it's for the greeting. And we're going to stamp these little, I know I look at them upside down because I want to make sure I'm getting them in the right spot. It's weird. Sometimes it works. That one's off a little. It didn't work there. So, it's you know, one of those things. You hit or miss. And I forgot to get out the greeting. So, I'm using Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. And I need a block here. This block is a little big, but we're going to use it. And I'm going to stamp this right on here. Just like so. And we will fussy cut that out. But first we're going to go working on our card more. Let's close this ink up. Okay, now that we got this part of our card done, now what you're going to do is you're going to decide on how far down and in you want your card to be. What you're going to do is you're going to put this on here like this. We're not sticking anything now. We're not doing nothing. We're just putting this down here. You've got an inch or 2 inches of the Petal Path ribbon. And you also have 2 inches of the Moody Mauve ribbon. And you're going to just take some glue dots, and we are going to add 1 glue dot in the middle, and you're going to close it like this. And then I got another glue dot flying around here. And you're going to do the same thing to both of these. And close it up like this. Okay? Now this is the side, since we put it down there so you can see. I don't want it right on the edge, the colors. I want them in, let me see, where's this start? Right here. I want them inside a little ways. And this is what I mean. I'll show you. So when I put this, I probably should have moved it in a little bit farther. Okay. I'll bring it up close. And then I'm going to put the other one right next to it. And I'm just leaving a little bit of a space, not a big one, and lining them up the best you can without them trying to stick to the paper. That's pretty close. So see how I left a space here on the end of the paper, and then I left a space between them, the paper too. So then what I would do is I would add some glue dots to the back of this. Did it go? Yep, I didn't think it went on there, the clear little things. Couldn't tell. And I'm going to also add some adhesive. It's like a triangle. So I'm kind of, you could have flipped this over and drew it with a pencil so that you knew that you didn't go off with any of your ink or paper or adhesive. I didn't do that, but that probably would have been the logical way to do it. But of course, I didn't do that. So if you want, I'll show you what I mean, because I don't think, I'm just going to sit it here lightly. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to lightly trace. I'm not going to do it all the way because I've got ink and I don't want to push it hard. I think I got some there. Yeah. Okay. So now I know I only want adhesive in the areas where my pencil, see how I have my pencil line there? I only want adhesive in the pencil area. So now, and it makes it easier for cutting it too. And now you actually could just line this while it's flipped over right back up with your lines and push it down. That actually is better now that I'm sitting here. Oops, but look what I did. I got it over my flower, so maybe that wasn't better. Oh no. Let me see. I can fix this. Don't worry. I'm the one that's worrying, not you, huh? Oh, funny. I'm going to leave this in the video too, guys, so you could see that. Okay. So I didn't look when I set that paper down to make sure. Make sure you line this up over here where you want it first before you flip it over and draw your line and then put your adhesive. See, I was off. So, then you want to put this down. And you guys are thinking, what are we doing? This is crazy. So, here we go. Now we're going to take it, flip it over, use your trimmer, use your scissors, whatever you feel that you want to cut with. I just use scissors, cut it off. But it does cut off better, obviously, if you don't have glue there. And voila, we have this cute little thing with the little tags out. We've added this little piece. No two are going to be exactly the same, but it looks really cute. So now we can add this to our card base. I'll save this extra piece, die cut something out with it. Die cut out a flower with the die cuts or whatever. That would be really fun. So you can do that. Okay, and then we are going to fussy cut around this, and I will definitely fast forward it. Add some dimensionals. Wild Wheat Dark, and I'm going to show you how I did these ones. And I just colored around a couple big ones and a couple little ones here. Just okay. And then we're going to add these on. It is best to wait for them to dry more, but I think I might be okay if I don't touch them a lot. See, they're still a little wet, and I touched it and I got it on, but luckily I think that will cover it, maybe. There. Okay. And this is card number 2. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'll be back with card number 3.